Hi, friend. Welcome to Perfectly Imperfect Life Coaching. I'm Tanya Gill. Our mission is for you to use the trifecta of joy, awareness, befriending your inner critic, and raising your vibe to step into the juiciest self-love you deserve, to feel empowered and trust yourself to live life juicy. Thanks for joining us, and I cannot wait to connect. If you would love a free gift from us, head on over to www.freejoybook.com, www.freejoybook.com, and we've got a great gift for you. Thanks for joining us. All our love. Mwah. Hello, beautiful friend. Today, I am inspired to talk to you a little bit about legacy. I think that we've all experienced loss in our lives. And the truth is that if we have experienced loss and if we are grieving, it is because we have loved. And so over the last couple of weeks, I've just had so many reminders of what legacy looks like. And for those of you who don't know, I was widowed 15 years ago, and I talk about that in some of my podcasts as well as in my book, The Trifecta of Joy. And part of losing someone is legacy. And legacy looks like a lot of different things. And last week, I had the exceptional pleasure of participating in selecting award winners for the John Gill Memorial Award. And that was an award that was set up after he passed away at our local university that he was at that time the president of the Alumni Association for. Now, what's so cool about that award is that it's not just based on grades. It requires a nomination, and it's about how these students show up in their community at university as well as in the community at large. And so it's about sharing, and it's about intention. And it's also one of the awards that gets the most applicants, which is also an honor. Now, here's the coolest part. The coolest part is that my children, my boys, our boys, John's and my boys, together worked with the university and on our own to raise funds for this endowment. And when I say endowment, it means now it has reached a point where we don't have to raise money for it. We just get to give money away. And this year we gave away two $2,100 scholarships to students in need who are doing amazing things in the world and making a difference. And so that to me is such a beautiful sign of legacy, of remembering John and the impact that he can have still in this world. But here's the thing. Legacy looks like a lot of different things for different people. And so legacy is also talking about John and pointing out to my children how they are like their dad. And legacy is also honoring where we are in our lives. You know, my father-in-law lives across the country. He is in Newfoundland, and he isn't well. In fact, he just celebrated his birthday recently, and it with all likelihood will be his last birthday. And yet, when we talked to him on the phone, he was in great spirits. He had a beautiful day. He shared all about all of the love and the goodness that he received. And he was in a space of receiving and giving and gratitude. And as we were all gathered around the table with him on speakerphone, it was a reminder of legacy for me, because those memories are going to be a piece of legacy that we carry forward. Simply hearing about his birthday when we couldn't be with him is a piece of legacy. And, as we recognize our lives day to day, we are creating our legacy ourselves in the moment we're in. We really, truly are. And, you can see signs of legacy around your community. When we take the dogs for walks, there are benches with plaques on them. I like to stop and read them and just take a moment to honor not just the people that are named on the plaques, because usually they're dead, right? But also the people who chose to create that legacy and have that bench there for others and for themselves as the reminder of the love that they have moving forward for those that they've lost. It's a funny thing, right? Legacy means losing. Usually legacy is something that we do when we lose someone, and then we are intentional about that space of creating legacy and remembering the lost. But legacy is actually in the moment too. I also recently learned of 2 separate people that I knew in the community that passed away, and they were honored. One was honored at an amazing dance performance by a local dance troupe. And that company did a really beautiful job honoring Nadine, the person who had passed. I was heartbroken in that moment to learn that she had passed, because I knew her, but I didn't know she was gone from her earthly light. And so I had a moment of remembering the times that she and I had shared and just honoring her life in that moment. I also was at International Women's Day dinner hosted by the YWCA. And as they were honoring the amazing women in our community, these beautiful leaders in our community, they also had a legacy award for someone else that I knew, that I also didn't know had passed. And I can tell you that that woman, as little as I knew her, had such an impact on me. Because after John passed, I used to take the boys to the university for swim lessons. And occasionally she would sit with me because her boys were in lessons too. And we would just chat. She probably has no idea what impact she ever had on my life. But the way she held space for me, and now my memories of those become precious. And things like that are, my friend, exactly what legacy is. Now, we don't have to wait until people die to be able to create legacy. We create legacy in the life that we're living right now. It's in the awareness of the choices that we're making and how we're showing up in the world for ourselves and others. And it is a vibration. It's a vibration around love. It's a vibration of sharing the good, of leaning forward and in. It's that space of holding memories and creating memories and recognizing that this life that we have is incredibly precious. Today is actually my mother-in-law's birthday. And she said to me, "Oh, I don't know if there's anything that great about turning 81. And I paused for a moment because I thought, there are so many great things about turning 81. There are many people who haven't had the privilege to live to that age, to see the world, to have the experiences, the connections, the opportunities, and simply be in this world in this time for that length of time. And she too, by being around, creates legacy. I call her, we have tea on the phone, we chat. I learn about her life and she learns about mine. These are the elements of legacy. I don't want you to think that it's always about what happens after we lose someone. Legacy is something that you create in the moment. And it can be done intentionally or sometimes unintentionally. But when you show up for yourself and when you're showing up for other people, you have that amazing gift of being able to offer your legacy in that moment. One of the things that I love is that legacy can be so simple. You know, we're all on social media, right? We're all on social media, but nothing fills my heart with more love than when people are honoring the people that they have lost and put that space out there to be held, to recognize that there's a space where there is the reminder of that person in your life, and also to give other people the space to remind you that you are loved in wherever you are in your journey. We have a beautiful way of being with one another that we can choose at any given moment. And that too continues that legacy. My friends, I just needed to talk this out because more than anything, I want to remind you that legacy is everywhere. It is within you right at this moment. And it is the choices that you make to keep the memories alive of those that you have loved and lost. And it is a process, it takes intention, but it is so beautiful that legacy continues on because of the choices that we make now. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day and keep the fire burning within, because you are a legacy.
If you loved what you just watched, share it with a friend, follow or like us, or give us a thumbs up. You can also follow us on the socials at Trifecta of Joy. So head on over and follow us there. The final thing that we would love is for you to listen to our podcast, Trifecta of Joy, on all of your listening platforms, my friend. There is so much good stuff out there for you. We are here to serve, and we're here with love. Let us believe in you until you believe in yourself.